Hi, I'm Maggie from maggiescrochet.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a ruffled scarf using Mary Maxim Fabulous Metallic yarn, and this is available at maggiescrochet.com. So this color here is called Berry Mix. So to begin, you want to pull from the center of the skein of yarn, and you want to find the inside through here. Sometimes it's kind of messy, but it's best to work from the inside. And then it'll come out like this, and it's kind of like wadded up like this. But if you open it up, you'll see that there's kind of like a band on one side, and then these little loose, like fine boxes on the top. So that's the edge that you want to work on there. So you find the first 3 boxes and you fold it over the next 3 boxes. And then you take your crochet hook and you insert it in the first set of boxes. And then you line up the next set and insert from front to back through there. And then through here. So I've got my 3 boxes for my start. You can go in there with scissors very carefully and cut that edge so it's not so jagged like that. So now this is a series of 9 loops that you're going to be picking up. So you skip one and then pick up the other one. So the first 3 boxes, that'll count as my first 3 loops. So there's 4, and then 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. I'm skipping a box, and there's 9. Okay, once I picked up 9 new loops on my hook, I'm going to leave the very last loop on my hook. I like using the Dreams hook, and it doesn't really matter what size you use. This is a J. I wouldn't go any bigger than that. And actually, a little bit smaller works good too, like maybe an E or F or G. Any of those sizes would be great. So I like this hook because the cut in the head of the hook is really deep. See that there? So when I push the last loop down in there, it stays in there good. So you want to push that last loop into the head of the hook and insert your finger here and your thumb on this side. Then you turn the head of your hook down and you bring that last loop through all the remaining loops on your hook like that. And especially if you're a beginner, I think you should have 2 stitch markers handy. And I'm going to put a stitch marker right here. And then I'm going to do my next set of 9. So I'm going to skip one, insert my hook from front to back through the next one. And there's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. And there's 5. And there's 6. Okay, so when you get to a hole like this, basically what you want to do is just ignore it, because this isn't going to show, it's not going to come out anymore. So I'm just going to skip that section and I'm just going to keep going. So I think that was, now I need to count. That was 7. And there's 8. And there's 9. Okay, so last loop here, and then pull these through all the remaining loops on my hook. And then I place another stitch marker right here. Now 1 skein of yarn is plenty to make 1 scarf. You could do less, pick up less loops, and I've seen scarves done with just 5 or 4 loops and they look really, really pretty. Or you could pick up more loops and get it to be fuller. But keep in mind that if you do more loops, you're going to have a shorter scarf. So here is, I'm going to skip this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so I'm gonna put that last loop in the head of my hook, and I put my fingers on each side of the remaining hooks, turn the head down, and bring that through the remaining loops on my hook. So now I would take my first stitch marker and take it out because it's safe, because it's got this one above it, and then move this one up like that right there. So just continue working like that to the end, and now I'll show you how to finish off on the other end. This one is ready to be finished off over here, and this is a really nice length of scarf, and this is how much I had left over. So you can on this one pick up more loops. Okay, so actually this was done with 8, so I want you to at least pick up 9, and then you might not have all of this left over. So I would say your max for picking up is 9 or maybe 10. But these are so easy to do, you could always pull back and, you know, try it a different way. I think max it would take about a half hour to do these. Okay, so this was ready to finish off, so I had a stitch marker in here. So to finish off, all I need to do is yarn over with the entire strand of yarn, and then bring that through the last loop on my hook like that, and then cut this about 5 inches out here, and then pull that loop all the way through, and that's pretty much locked right there. Except for added security, I recommend that you take this and you make a knot at the very bottom like that, and you push that knot towards the last ruffle that you made, the last gathering, and you make that knot, like pull it really tight. Okay, then go in there and cut about a ½ inch away from the knot. So that last ruffle is going to drape over the knot, so you're not going to see that. But that's how easy it is to make a scarf using Mary Maxim Fabulous Metallic Yarn, and the links to everything that you saw me use is listed below. And this video is part of a channel that's called Maggie Weldon, and if you subscribe to the channel and our feed, then you will be notified when new videos come out. And I hope that you shop at maggiescrochet.com.